You're with me, Sabir Ahmed. Now to details. At least 28 people have died with coronavirus infection in last 24 hours. The death toll now stands at 610. 1,764 tested positive for COVID-19 in the last 24 hours. This was disclosed in a regular bulletin of Health Department on Saturday.
গত 24 ঘন্টায় নমুনা সংগৃহীত হয়েছে 1443টি
1,443 samples have been collected in last 24 hours. A total of 9,987 samples were tested in 24 hours. Till now, 2,97,054 samples were tested. Of them, 1,764 tested positive in last 24 hours. In last 24 hours, 360 patients have recovered, taking the total number of recovered patients to 9,375. 28 people have died in last 24 hours.
এবং এই পর্যন্ত মৃত্যু 610 জন।
Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina on Saturday asked the authorities concerned to engage more the local public representative in containing the novel coronavirus in the country. The Prime Minister issued the instruction while addressing a meeting of the National Technical Advisory Committee formed to prevent the spread of the COVID-19 in the country. PM's Press Secretary Ihsanul Karim told PSS after the meeting told newsmen. At the meeting, the Prime Minister also gave various directives to stem the transmission of the lethal virus as well as provide Medicare services to the infected patients. The meeting reviewed various measures the committee has taken to curb the spread of the disease and provide healthcare services to the people. At least 6 people have died with coronavirus symptom in 5 districts. 1 person died of corona symptoms at Khulna Medical College. The man who was in isolation died at around 8:15 a.m. Meanwhile, 2 people died while undergoing treatment at Shatkhira Medical College with corona symptoms. A former farmer of Khona Union of Shodor Upazila and a businessman of Majhiara area of Tala Upazila died on Friday night. One died at Jhinaidah Shodor Hospital with corona symptoms. Meanwhile, 2 people died in Nator and Gazipur. A nursing officer of Shohid Samsuddin Ahmed Hospital in Sylhet has died of coronavirus. She died at the Corona Isolation Unit of Shohid Samsuddin Ahmed Hospital on Friday night. The RMO of the hospital said that the nurse infected with coronavirus on May 21 while on duty. The next evening, he was transferred to the ICU. The deceased was suffering from various complex diseases, including diabetes, liver, heart disease. It has been recommended to increase the fare by 80% to resume the bus service from Monday in compliance with the health rules. BRTA Chairman Yusuf Ali Mullah said this after a meeting at Shorok Bhavan at noon. Road Transport and Bridges Minister Obaidul Kader has warned to take strict action if the government instructions are not followed. From tomorrow, 8 pair of intercity trains will start. Meanwhile, in a video message, the Minister of Road Transport and Bridges said action would be taken against those transports that failed to comply with government guidelines. He also called for the formation of a terminal-based monitoring team. The Railway Minister held a meeting to launch passenger trains at the railway building along with buses. Later in the briefing, the Railway Minister said that 8 pairs of intercity trains with half passengers will run from Sunday in compliance with the health rules. All tickets will be sold online, but the rent will not increase. The public holiday is coming to an end today. After more than 2 months owing to coronavirus pandemic, people have started returning to the capital after the Eid holidays. The launch will run from tomorrow in compliance with the conditions. From Monday, public transport will ply on the roads and domestic flight will also be operated. The issue of fixing fares will be finalized in a meeting today in view of the decision to introduce limited public transport. It was informed in a meeting with the owners of launch and public transport yesterday afternoon that the launch will operate from Sunday in compliance with the hygiene rules. However, the Launch Owners Association has demanded an increase in fares to transport passengers by ensuring social distance. People have started returning to the capital as government took decision not to extend the public holiday even in the corona situation. The pressure of people heading towards Dhaka has increased in Gaptoli, Abdullapur, Jatrabari, Saidabad and Babubazar bridge areas. Although there are checkposts of law enforcers in these places, there are no restrictions. However, due to non-cooperation of public transport, working people have been seen returning in private cars, motorbikes and goods vehicles, CNG auto rickshaws and three-wheelers. No social distance is being maintained. Everything is being opened up to start economic activities considering livelihood. However, educational institutions are closed. The test rate is lower than sample collection of coronavirus, and analysts of data from last week shows on Monday. At present, 49 labs across the country have the opportunity to test a maximum of 13,000 samples in 24 hours to get by the due of the results. Abu Raihan Khan, a student of Dhaka University, he was suffering from shortness of breath and fever in last April. IDCR collected his samples on May 2, but even after 27 days, Raihan did not know the results of the corona test. Experts advise people with corona symptoms to follow quarantine rules if it is too late to get results. Now let's see the top stories of international media today. If you see the portal CNN, then we can see outrage spills across America, and Americans wake up to another day of uncertainty after night of protests. And two Federal Protect Service officers shot in Oakland, one killed. And George Floyd and Derek Colum once worked at same nightclub. So these were the top stories of CNN. If you see the next portal, then we have seen Trump targets China over Hong Kong security law, and China and India face off on the roof of the world. And if you see, then risk in UK lockdown easing too soon, warn the scientists. And if you see the next portal, then we have seen Al Jazeera, what they have said. They said, Modi says India facing long coronavirus battle and Trump's revoke Hong Kong's preferential treatment. If you just scroll down, then we have seen France, UK, Germany regrets US end of 3 Iran nuclear waivers. So these were the top stories of Al Jazeera. And if you see the next portal, then we have seen Reuters, where they said attack in northern Burkina Faso, and Israel police fatally shoot Palestinians in Jerusalem, and unrest flares in US cities despite arrest of Minneapolis policemen. These were the top stories of international media today. That's all for now. For more news, visit dbcnews.tv and visit our Facebook and YouTube page. Thank you for being with us.